Hey guys, so today I'm bringing guys a brand new sports cards video. In today's video, I will be showing you guys sports cards that I believe are incredible investments in the month of September. Of course, the market is still a little bit slow, but there are a lot of cards that have been doing very well. And one key example is with our Sports Card Invest membership program that it has been doing incredibly well recently. We are buying Charles Barkley's 1986 Fleer for just around $8,200 right around this time. I believe it was in our July 4th weekly report, and they're currently up to $16,500. So our platinum members who bought in at around between $8,000 and $9,000 on Facebook groups, eBay, and MySlabs, their investments currently doubled in the span of 2 months. So if you guys would like to join in on the profit, this is one of the many investments that have really taken off for us in recent months, and 65% of our investments have gone up in the past 3 months. 25% have been steady, and 10% have gone down, which is far better than the market has been performing. And a lot of our members have had incredible success stories recently. So if you guys would like to join in on the profit, click the link down below to sportscardsinvest.com, and go ahead, buy whatever program fits you. Ultra high-end membership is $10,000+ cards. Platinum is $1,000+ cards, and then all the other memberships are consist of cards below $1,000. But without further ado, we will go ahead and hop right into this video for today. So one of the first cards that I believe are incredible investments right now is, in general, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's autographs. I believe his Prism, his Select autographs, his Optic autographs are all incredible investments right now. Of course, I personally see it as a big hole in the market. Kareem is undoubtedly a top 5 player of all time, and yet his Select, Prism, and Optics autographs are just a small fraction of other players who are perceived to be much lower in the all-time rankings. Kareem's same autograph for $225 would be $5,000+ for Kobe Bryant. And I understand that Kobe Bryant's fan base is much larger than Kareem, but I do believe that investors and collectors will soon notice the discrepancies in prices, and that crowds will begin to buy up Kareem's autographs when they see this investment opportunity. Kareem's rookie cards are well into the tens of thousands of dollars in good grades. However, some of his highest quality autographs from some of the most, prominent sets sit at such an affordable price. In the past, I have made the highest returns on my investments when I've purchased cards before the masses notice. Especially, when being ahead of the trend is where you can make a lot of money. And I believe this occasion to be just that. I think it's very smart to be buying these cards as undervalued as they seem. And I think the market will eventually pick up on this, and Kareem's autographs will see some great growth. There's no reason this should be a $132 autograph. Compared to just what they would be for Kobe, MJ, LeBron, Magic Johnson even. So I definitely see great opportunity in Kareem's Select, Prism, and Optic autographs. But without further ado, we will go ahead and hop right into our next pick. So we got Magic Johnson and his 1986 Fleer in a PSA 9 or a PSA 10, whatever fits your budget. But Magic Johnson has been rumored recently to be a big target for ESPN to pair with Stephen A. Smith for a lot of TV time. And while this doesn't have the biggest impact on his cards compared to his legacy as a player, having his name potentially in the front and center during NBA games would definitely help. Since a large part of cards is a popularity contest, betting on a guy who will potentially, have more exposure is always a good move. And they're not currently, there's not currently a ton of these listed, which bodes for a well future of price movements. And if you can pick these up in a PSA 9 for under around $750, for a card that's peaked around, I would say $2,500 if I'm correct. I believe they've peaked around $2,500. They're currently around, I believe, they're already trending upwards a little bit. So one sold for $750 on August 19th. And August 31st are already up to 900, so we're already starting to see some price movement here. And I think we're going to continue to see, these move in the upward, trajectory. So I definitely think it's a good time to be buying up Magic Johnson, even his 1986 Fleer sticker, which I believe has a lower population. I think that's definitely a great buy. But overall, I think Magic Johnson's a great player to be buying right now, given this news and given just overall Magic Johnson's stance in basketball. But without further ado, we're going to hop right into another Magic Johnson card. This is for people with a little bit more money to spend, but I believe Magic Johnson's Exquisites from 2004 and 2005 are also, an incredible hole in the market. Simply put, Magic Johnson, I believe, is undoubtedly a top 6 player of all time. Many would claim higher, yet his exquisite autographs are just a small fraction, of many others such as Kobe. On top of this, there's a slight chance that Fanatics could acquire Upper Deck, and we could see exquisite sets come back, and I think that would make the original Exquisites a lot more valuable. Magic's same Exquisites that can be bought for around $1,500, are well over $15,000 for Kobe. And I understand that Kobe's fan base, like I said, is bigger than Magic, bigger than Kareem. But I think investors are eventually gonna, kind of wake themselves up to these, price discrepancies between these greats. And Magic's original rookie card with Bird and Irving, is selling for $700,000 plus in a PSA 10. And some of his highest quality exquisite autographs are very, very cheap right now. Under $2,500, you can get a very solid exquisite autograph, very low population, which leaves a lot less risk. So overall, I think it's a great time to be buying up all these cards. Even a nice like Magic Larry Upper Deck Exquisite, that is an incredible card to be going after. And these are personally cards where I've seen a lot of movement when the market's doing well. These are easy cards to move, very sought after for collectors, which makes the demand always higher. So I definitely think it's a good time to be buying up Magic's Fleers and his Exquisites if that is in your price range. But without further ado, we're going to hop right into another card, and this is actually a single listing, but there is a PSA 9 as well available, but this is Dwayne Wade's 2008 Topps Chrome Gold. So firstly, 2008 Topps Chrome has become one of the most iconic sets in the sports card market, of course led by LeBron and Kobe's iconic 2008 Topps Chromes, and just a few days ago, Dwayne Wade's 2012 Prism Gold, is on auction, and it's already above $17,000 with 5 days left. So this is in a PSA 9, by the way. So if you can get into a 2008 Topps Chrome Gold, for a fraction of that price, I believe it's an incredible opportunity. And I think that after the 2012 Prism, sale comes through, and it will likely be over $25,000. I think when that sale comes through, we're going to see a big boost in his 2008 Topps Chrome Gold, and I think his 2008 Topps Chrome Gold is going to be very sought after people see the 2012 Prism Gold sale. And definitely, I say Dwayne Wade's a player I've always really gone after. A 3-time champion. He's always going to be tied very close to LeBron's name, so he will definitely be remembered in the history books. He's already a part owner of a team, so that's another big thing, but I definitely think Wade in general is a very, very good buy right now. And then we got a little bonus pick for you guys, so that is going to be Adrian Peterson's 2007 Topps Chrome. Overall, I think, Peterson is commonly known as a top 5 running back of all time, and probably one of the best we've seen in this generation. As investors continue to throw tens of thousands of dollars at young, unproven NFL studs, I believe investors will begin to realize how all-time greats are incredibly undervalued. And we saw the same exact thing happen in basketball. For a long time, guys like Dwayne Wade's Topps Chrome was, $200 in a PSA 10, when Luka Doncic's Prism was $1,000 in a PSA 10. And the same thing happened in basketball. We had a huge flip in the market. Everyone started to go for the all-time greats, and a lot of the younger players' prices have gone down. And I think we're going to see the same exact thing in football. I think in football, we're going to see guys like Adrian Peterson, really go up in price, and we might see guys like Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, their prices cool down. That is my personal prediction. We saw it happen in basketball, and there holds hardly any risk. I feel just because prices are so low for an all-time great like Adrian Peterson. I understand he's had some off-the-court issues or off-the-field issues, but I think in general it's a safe bet given how well he's performed, how his career has shaped. Of course, he'll probably be in the Hall of Fame in a few years. A lot of good stuff to happen here, so I definitely believe his Topps Chrome refractors and his Topps Chromes are great investments. But thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, if you would like to join in on the program, click the link down below. But without further ado, I'm out. Peace.